Good morning and welcome to another edition of Morning Prayers. I'm your host, Reverend Z, and as always, it's my pleasure to be here with you to engage in the sacred art of prayer. My collar's a little messed up there, so I want to get that straight. Trust everyone is having a great September 9th. It's a wonderful day here in Colorado. It's going to be a little hot. I might break some records today. But everything is well and life is good. And I'm trusting everyone is having that same attitude of life and happiness. And so I want to start the morning off saying, as you look at my background, the fall is coming. And so we know that we've enjoyed the summer amidst all of the going on around the world. And I found a quote this morning that I think really for me kind of sets the tone for the fall, because sometimes the colder weather is coming in and it's gets us to get another mindset and think about okay, snow is coming if you're in Colorado or whatever the weather pattern is where you are. But I found this quote by Emerson that I think is really, really good in terms of an approach to life, not just during the changes of the season, but at all times. At all times. I want to bring that up. And it says, cultivate the habit of being grateful for every good thing that comes to you and to give thanks continuously. And because all things have contributed to the advancement, to your advancement rather, you should include all things in your gratitude. Now I'll leave that there for a minute for you to just kind of read through that yourself and kind of let it sink into your consciousness, because this is a very powerful quote here by Ralph Waldo. Because what it does, it sets the stage to say, we know that life is forever unfolding and that there are always things that are going to happen. And we label some of it good and some of it bad. But from a gratitude point, looking at where we are now, even if right now may not be the best, as they say now, living your best life. But when you look back over your life and you look at the situations that you may have found yourself in and the way you've gotten over them or overcome them or had some celebrations, there is a gratitude point there that allows us to really look at the grace of the divine moving through our lives. Because I know for myself, I've been in some very sticky situations, and there, but for the grace of God, I have no idea where I would have been, in that moment or going forward from that moment. And so this whole thing of being grateful for the so-called good and the so-called bad is a point, I think, that will allow us to look at life each day, to look at our relationships, to look at our health, to look at our situation in life and say, I'm grateful because I didn't have to be here. I could be somewhere else. I could be, a whole other myriad of things happening in my life, but I'm grateful where I am right now. And so as we begin to start putting our minds in the fall season, I love the fall actually, because it's a time of gathering. We always say the fall harvest, right? Because right now, all of the work we've done since January all the way to now, the ending of summer, we begin to harvest all of the benefits, all of the treasures, all of the greatness and seeds that we planted throughout that time up to now, and begin to store some of it for the winter months so that we are prepared when it's getting dark at 5 o'clock and it changes our whole psychology. We have done some work. We have planted some seeds and have gathered some harvest to allow everything to be in proportion and be grateful and ready for that in gathering, for that internal meditation and evaluation and determining what is needed to get us through the winter months. And I know some of you may be saying, well, you going too far, man. Fall don't even start till September 22nd. Yes, but when we look at the earth and we look at life, that transition is a date that we've picked on the 22nd. We know in reality that thing ebbs and flows and it moves through in a very different way. And so I'm suggesting that we begin to do that now, and we lean heavily on this idea that that Ralph Waldo put up, and I'm going to put it up one more time for you to read it to anchor it in before we go into prayer. Cultivate the habit of being grateful for every good thing that comes to you, and to give thanks continuously. And because all things have contributed to your advancement, you should include all things in your gratitude. Wow, what a powerful statement. What a powerful statement. And so with that, let's just take a deep breath. And let's just take one moment of silence to just glance back over our lives, or the past week or the past month, and just think about all of the things that have happened in our lives and how they have helped us become a better person. A more aware person, a more caring person, a more in tune person. Because we know that we are stardust, created from the creation of the universe by the divine mind of God, that allows these elements of what we are and who we are to be gathered as us, to be gathered as the earth, to be created as a community of people that are filled with wisdom and understanding and guidance, and understanding that there is a place for everything and everything has its place. And in that understanding, we are grateful for all things, because we know there is nothing that's out of place. There's nothing that has gone amiss. There's nothing that has gone awry, because we know that God has our back. God is included in everything we do and is a part of everywhere we go. And so we are saying yes in a spirit of gratitude and grace and understanding. And I know this to be true for me, and I know this to be true for you and for anyone else that may listen to this call later. And that may, this idea of being infused with the mind and wisdom of the divine, that we are able to stand tall through all things, and to allow the magnificence of the universe to come to our aid whenever we need it, and to be grateful for that opportunity. And so it is with that I declare right here, right now, that this day we begin to be grateful for all things, and that we look at life knowing that all things are building blocks to other things, and that if we keep our mind in the right perspective, and we keep our heart in a giving way, and we open up our lives to the divine to be a guiding light for us, there's no place that we cannot go. There's nothing that we cannot do. We will be able to attract the people, places, things, ideas that will allow us to not only uplift ourselves, but uplift those that are around us as well. And oh, how grateful I am for that opportunity. And so I give thanks right here, right now, for that opportunity, for that understanding, for that ability to look at life from different perspectives and be grateful for all things, and cultivate the habit of that, so it keeps me at an even keel. It keeps me in line with the divine flow of God, and to allow me to weather the storms, if you will. And so it is in that thanksgiving that I just released this prayer into the law of positivity, the law of absolute divine mind of God action, knowing that this prayer has been heard and activated in the mind of God, and it has been scattered out among the universe to take hold and manifest in our lives now and forevermore. And so I just release, let go, and know that it is so. And so it is. Amen, amen, and amen. And so grateful that everyone is here. Want to give a holler out to brother Ty. Good morning, good morning. Glad you're here, brother Diego. Glad that you're here with us this morning as well. And know that we are on a divine mission to spread gratefulness everywhere. And so for those of us who are in need of prayer, and it could be a prayer of celebration, a prayer of strength, a prayer of gratitude, please send your prayers to prayer@ntmedia.org, and someone on the prayer team will gladly, lovingly, and with oh so much energy take that prayer and send some divine mind of God energy to that person, place, thing, or situation that needs support. And speaking of support, please continue to support our network. We love you for that. We are getting all kinds of new activities going on. Just this week, Reverend Bridge was, up at Big Sky Retreat, a New Thought retreat. There was a week up in Montana. There's some exciting things that's going to come from that. We had our new on the spot roving reporter kind of equipment set up there. So we kind of did some good things there. And so this is where your support goes. It goes to these types of things to continue to uplift this station, to uplift these programs, and to uplift us in a spiritual way. And so I just want to advise you, tune in today to all of the programs. Reverend Steph is on. Jersey Girl Wisdom is on. You can go to the website, www.ntmedia.org, and you can see the schedule of activities today. With that, I want to just say thank you for being here. Have a wonderful day. Go out and find something which should be very easy to be grateful for, and know that wherever you are, God is right there. And so it is. Amen. Peace and blessings.